In today's video, I want to introduce 7 extremely simple and completely safe ways for you to start working with color in your everyday outfits without constantly second-guessing whether this color goes well with that one. The first 2 formulas in this video will focus on patterned pieces. I've noticed that many people in real life are naturally drawn to items with beautiful prints. However, after buying them, they often feel confused about what colors to pair them with, and in the end, those pieces just sit unused in the wardrobe. The first formula is very simple. Repeat the color that appears the least in the print. It may sound complicated, but in reality, it's much easier than you might think. Take the patterned cardigan I'm wearing as an example. It includes a rather tricky pastel green tone, and the first instinct for most of us is to pair it with black trousers, dark blue trousers, or other basic colors to play it safe. This kind of styling is not wrong. It's convenient and easy to wear. The problem is that the outfit looks quite random, as if the pieces were grabbed from the wardrobe without any real connection. There is an old but extremely effective rule that many people have been applying subconsciously for a long time. Instead of trying to repeat the main color of the print or relying solely on basic colors, take a closer look at the print and identify the colors that appear least frequently. In my case, those are dark brown and a muted khaki green. When you reflect these secondary colors in your outfit, the overall look becomes naturally harmonious. The best part is that the outfit looks artfully put together without feeling forced or overstyled. In addition, you don't need to stress about undertones, whether they're warm or cool, because the eye perceives these colors simply as small accents within the print. Even if the shades don't match perfectly, the outfit still looks balanced and beautiful. This method is especially effective if you own many patterned pieces in complex color palettes. It allows you to wear those items easily and confidently, without overthinking your styling choices every time. The second formula also relates to patterns, and I call it repeating the lightness of the print. I know there are many debates about whether to call it brightness or light-dark value, but in reality, that doesn't matter. What matters is the overall visual impression. Take the striped skirt I'm wearing as an example. Instead of analyzing whether it contains white or dark blue, try squinting your eyes and asking yourself a very simple question. Does this print look light or dark? In the case of this skirt, the overall impression is light. Based on that, I choose accompanying pieces with a similar level of lightness. I'm wearing a white base layer and a pastel yellow cardigan on top. I'm not trying to match the exact stripe colors. I'm simply keeping the overall lightness consistent. As a result, the outfit looks more cohesive. The silhouette appears more elongated, and it isn't visually broken up by strong contrasting color blocks. What's interesting is that the specific color doesn't really matter. You could easily replace yellow with pale pink, light blue, or any other light shade. As long as the lightness level matches the print, the outfit will automatically feel harmonious. Accessories are where you can introduce contrast. A black bag, black sunglasses, or dark jewelry will add depth and a 3-dimensional feel to the outfit without disturbing the balance, because they occupy only a small visual area. The third formula is one I recommend most often to people who are just starting to experiment with color, and that is placing color in the portrait zone. It doesn't have to be a very bright color. Sometimes, a small color accent is enough to bring the entire outfit to life. We start with a very safe, familiar base that many women love. I'm wearing grey trousers, a white long-sleeve top, and a tweed blazer on top. This is a neutral, easy, appropriate outfit. But to be honest, it lacks personality and a focal point. The portrait zone is where people look when they communicate with you, which makes it a sensitive and also the most worthwhile area to invest in color. Simply adding a small scarf with color or a pattern instantly transforms the outfit. It no longer feels overly safe, but instead looks intentional and stylistically defined. What's interesting is that the color doesn't need to be large or dominant. Just a small detail, placed in the right spot, can have a big impact. Beyond color, texture also plays an important role. Tweed trousers, a tweed blazer, and a lightly crinkled scarf all speak the same textural language, creating harmony without effort. The fourth formula may sound like the opposite of the previous one, but it's incredibly useful for those who lack confidence with color. That is placing color in the lower part of the outfit. Many people worry that they don't know which colors suit their skin tone, whether their undertone is warm or cool, and as a result, they're afraid to wear color near their face. In that case, the simplest solution is to keep the portrait zone in familiar neutral colors and move the color down to the skirt or trousers. I start with grey trousers and a grey cardigan. The outfit is fine, but clearly incomplete. Simply replacing the trousers or skirt with a more colourful piece instantly makes the outfit more interesting, without affecting the face or skin tone at all. The beauty of this formula is that you don't need any knowledge of colour theory. You can continue wearing the colours you love near your face and allow yourself to experiment with colour in the lower part of the outfit, which is visually safer. The fifth formula is one I consider the easiest for beginners to apply. Keep the same light-dark value, but change the colour. It may sound abstract, but once you see it in practice, it becomes very clear. I'm wearing a grey skirt and a grey turtleneck. The outfit is fine, but it feels lacking in personality and interest. Instead of adding accessories, I simply replace the grey turtleneck with a brick red one, a colour with a similar depth. When you place the two colours next to each other, you'll notice they share the same level of lightness and darkness, even though the hues are completely different. This similarity in value creates a stronger connection than matching colours exactly. You can apply this formula with any colour, as long as they share the same visual depth. Honestly, this is a way of combining colours that you can hardly get wrong, even if you don't understand colour at all. The sixth formula is analogous colour pairing enhanced by texture. It sounds complicated, but it's actually very easy to visualize, especially with blue denim, a piece almost everyone owns. I start with blue jeans and a white top. This is a familiar base. Next, I add a green top. Blue and green sit next to each other on the color wheel, so they naturally work well together. The key lies in texture. Denim has a slightly uneven washed surface. When I choose a green top with a similar melange texture, the two pieces connect not only through color but also through surface feel. Adding a grey blazer with a similar texture completes the outfit, adding depth while remaining very wearable for everyday life. If the weather doesn't allow for a blazer, simply choose outerwear in a blue or blue-toned shade to keep the color palette cohesive. The seventh and final formula is light and playful. add one small, playful color accent. This formula is for outfits that are already balanced, well-fitted, and correctly colored, but lack a bit of energy. I'm wearing a basic striped top, dark blue trousers, and white sneakers. This outfit is perfectly fine for everyday wear, but by adding colored cuffs or a pair of colorful socks, the whole look immediately becomes more lively and youthful without feeling overdone. The key here is that the accent must be small. It shouldn't overpower the outfit, but simply make it light up. These are the details that turn an everyday outfit into one with style. I believe that if you apply these formulas, you'll realize that color is not scary at all. It just needs to be in the right place, at the right level, and with the right feeling. I'll stop here. If you found these formulas helpful and feel that wearing color now seems easier, don't forget to like the video so I know you want to see more practical content like this. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because YouTube won't always show new videos unless you activate the bell. Tomorrow, I'll be back with even more everyday outfits. Thank you for staying until the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.